Hello everyone, and welcome once again to Mishnah Minutes. In this video, we will be learning Mishnayos Berachos, Parak Gimel, Mishnah Gimel. The learning of this Mishnah has been dedicated by my in-laws, Rabbi and Mrs. Rosenblatt, as a schus for the entire extended Rosenblatt family. Everyone should see much mazel and bracha. The Mishnah begins, Nashim va'avadim uketanim. Women, avadim kenanim, and ketanim, minor children, are pturin mikriya shema umin hatfilin. They are exempt from having to say kriya shema and from wearing tefillin. Now the reason for this is, women and avadim kenanim, are always pater in a mitzvah sasei shehazman grama, a positive commandment, a commandment that we have to fulfill by getting up and doing something, shehazman grama, that has a time constraint. If it has to be done at a specific time, those type of mitzvahs, nashim and avadim ketanim, are pater. Now, both Kriya Shema and Tefillin fall into the category of Mitzvah Sasei Shazman Grama. We know that Kriya Shema, the Kriya Shema of the morning and the Kriya Shema of the night, both have a time constraint. There's a specific time that they have to be said. Also Tefillin. Tefillin also has a time constraint. We don't wear Tefillin at night, and we don't wear Tefillin on Shabbos. So there are times that we cannot wear Tefillin. Since these are Mitzvah Sasei Shazman Grama, Nashim and Avadim are pater. As far as Ketanim, a minor child, is always pater from a mitzvah saseh, but there is usually an obligation on the father, once a minor child has reached the age where he's higia lechinuch, where he's of an age where we can properly train him in the observance of mitzvahs, then it's incumbent upon the father to train his minor child to do the mitzvahs properly. Over here, the Rav says, by Kriya Shema and Tefillin, the father is not obligated to train his son in the observance of these mitzvahs until he's a gadol. Why is that? So when it comes to Kriya Shema, the Rav says that it's very common that a father is not together with his child during the Zman of Kriya Shema. Father could be out working. Therefore, it's not incumbent upon him to train his child in Kriya Shema. And as far as Tefillin, we know that Tefillin requires a guf naki. When we wear Tefillin, we have to have a clean body. That manifests itself, you're not allowed to pass gas while you're wearing tefillin. That's something that's very hard for a young child to be careful about. Therefore, there's no obligation to train a minor child in the wearing of tefillin. The Mishnah continues, V'chayavin b'tefillah. Nashim, avadim ketanim, and ketanim, they are obligated to daven. They're obligated to daven Shemona Esrei. The Rav says that davening is a mitzvah d'Rabbanan. So machlokes rishonim on davening, if davening is really a chiyuv d'oraisa or a chiyuv d'Rabbanan. Mishnah Berurah says that we go according to the rishonim that say it's a mitzvah d'Rabbanan. The Rav over here is of the opinion that it's a d'Rabbanan, and they will misakin tefillah, the Chachamim put the obligation of davening even on women. Why? The Rav says the tefillah rachamehi. Tefillah is begging the Rabbeinu Shalom, asking the Rabbeinu Shalom for rachmanus. We're coming to the Rabbeinu Shalom, we're asking him to take care of us. Well, we all need that. Men, women, children. Therefore, everybody has a chiyuv of tefillah, and even minor children, a father has to train his child to daven Shemona Esrei, so you have to train your sons, your daughters to daven Shemona Esrei. V'mezuzah. Nashim avadim ketanim are also chayiv in mezuzah. Beberchas hamazayin, and they're also chayiv in Birkas Hamazayin. If they eat, they have to bench, and we have to train our children how to bench properly. One thing that I would mention is that there is a halacha in Birkas Hamazayin that when we bench, we're supposed to bench loud enough so that we could hear the words that we speak. So when we train our children to bench, it's not really enough to just tell them, did you bench? Make sure you bench. We should make sure that they bench, and we should teach them that when they bench, they should bench, they should take their time, they should say every word, and they should say it loud enough. They don't have to scream it to the rooftops, but they should say every word of benching loud enough so that at least they can hear what they themselves are saying. Thank you so much for joining me for the learning of this Mishnah. I hope you will join me for the learning of many, many more Mishnayos to come. Have a wonderful day. Be well.